Okay, 2.2 Chevy's, 4-cylinder, replace cylinder head. Everything's exactly where it goes. No leftover parts. Fire it up, and it's got this exhaust leak. First thing you would think would be the manifold. Manifold's not leaking. It's not coming from here. It's quiet on this side. You hear it coming from back here. Let me get a light. Okay. Right there, you have the EGR valve. I don't feel any hot air coming off of it, but it sounds like it's in this area. The pipe going to the intake. Seems okay. I've felt it while the engine's running. I don't feel any hot air blowing out of it. The fuel injectors never came out. I removed the entire intake in one piece and laid it back. Now, to that end, I will say the motor rocked quite a bit when I was working on it because I had to remove that motor mount. So it's possible something cracked or broke or whatever. I checked it under the lift. It's quiet. From front to back, the pipe is quiet. The flex pipe, quiet. On this side, there's not much down here. Steering pump. You don't hear it over here. I don't hear it over here. I don't hear it on the manifold. I do start hearing it behind the coil block. There, behind that coil block is a plate with 2 gaskets. I permatexed both gaskets and tightened all the bolts down, so that should be sealed. The EGR valve had 3 bolts. I don't know if you can see it. And a gasket. All I did was unbolt the EGR valve and push it back to get it out of the way. When I put it back, I put a new gasket and tightened all 3 bolts down. And that took about 2 hours because you have to get up under the intake to get to that last bolt. Back here is where I hear it. Where the EGR pipe goes into the intake underneath the throttle body. That's where I hear it. But I'm not feeling any gas, any exhaust gas coming out. I don't feel any hot air blowing out. It's almost like something's wide open back here, because listen to this. Hang on a sec. Listen. That's wide open. That's like a wide open lake. And when it gets warmed up, it quiets down quite a bit. When you start it cold, that's loud as shit. Something is wide open, and I could not find it at all, period. I don't know, I can't really get the camera in underneath there either, so basically it's just a plastic intake with the throttle body. You got the EGR valve with the pipe going to the bottom of the throttle body. That's it. I can't for the life of me figure this out. I thought it might be coming out the throttle body itself. It's not. I took the breather off, ran it without the breather. Nothing's shooting out the throttle body at all. I don't know. Also, another thing, this motor is getting red hot. Well, now it's cooled down. It's like 180 right now where it should be. But it's been going up to about 220, 230, just about 3/4 up the gauge and holding there. Not getting hotter, not getting colder. Now all of a sudden it's cooled down a bit. I guess the thermostat finally opened. I checked on the internet and they said that normal operating temperature for this car is around 210 to 230, which seems high to me. But yeah, it's cooled down quite a bit. So my only problem is that exhaust leak. Stupid exhaust leak. Not the manifold. Maybe behind the coil block, but seems louder back by the EGR valve. Almost like it's up under the intake is where you hear it, where I hear it. But I don't want to pull that intake out again. That is a whole day's work on that intake. Anyway, let me know what you think. Thanks.